Hurricane Irma is ripping through the Caribbean, heading to Florida. Coastal evacuations are already underway in some places. Many people are still scrambling for water, food, and fuel. So let's talk about all of this with Senator Bill Nelson of Florida. Senator, thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Morning.
I know that yesterday you were down in the Miami area. You met at West Palm. You met with emergency officials. What did they tell you are their biggest concerns as they watch this Category 5 storm?
Right now, the roads are clogged. People are trying to flee. They're taking seriously. You can imagine the congestion coming out of the Keys, but it's now on every interstate and every toll road with tolls suspended all over the state. And so we desperately need gasoline. And that's what I fired off an email last night to the head of FEMA to see if they can get gasoline into the state, because people, they're running out in their cars. They can't get it in the gas stations.
Yeah, we're looking at on the other side of the screen from you, we're already seeing the traffic heading out of the danger area, or trying to. A lot of it is clogged. So when you wrote that email to FEMA trying to sound the alarm about gas shortages, what was the response?
Well, that was late last night, and you know, this is early this morning. We'll keep it up. I came back to Washington to vote on this aid package. We've got to get the FEMA money because it runs out tomorrow. And what I've asked both leaders in the Senate, along with my colleague, Senator Rubio, is if we could put into the Harvey package money for Irma, because this one is bearing down. The last 2 days, basically the track hasn't changed. It's going to hit South Florida, and it's going to come right up the east coast of Florida.
So what's been the response to your request to try to get money now for Irma?
This $15 billion aid package, I think there'll be some flexibility in there for not only Harvey, but also FEMA in Irma. Remember, FEMA is really stretched on its resources. It runs out of money tomorrow. It's already started to pull people out of Texas to pre-position them for Florida. And FEMA's only got so many people and so much money. That's why this aid package is critical.
Yeah, we did talk to Brock Long about this very thing earlier in the hour, who said that, you know, they're going to do their best, and he's not, you know, watching the nickels and dimes right now. He's just worried about people's lives. But you, Senator, it seems like you were writing a flurry of letters last night, not just to FEMA. You were on sort of an email writing kick to all sorts of people trying to sound the alarms. I mean, as I understand it, you wrote to FEMA, you wrote to the FTC about keeping an eye on price gouging. You wrote to NOAA because you're worried about what, hurricane hunters?
Indeed. We've got a single point failure in our G4 that flies above the hurricane, improves the track accuracy by 15%. That's a single point failure. Same thing with the hurricane hunters that go in at 30,000 feet, fly around in the eye of the storm. They drop SONs. Now they're dropping UAVs, unmanned aerial vehicles, that help improve the accuracy. But we only have so many of those planes. And we've been kicking FEMA for years to try to get the backup planes to do it. Air Force planes will help. But on that G4, there's only one of them that can fly above and drop those instrumented packages above the hurricane.
All right, well, you certainly are keeping your eye on all of these things and all of the possible voids, but thank you. I know that you are just issuing a warning to everybody to be on their game because Irma is headed to Florida. Senator,
and
yeah, go ahead.
By the way, if that were not enough, now we got to worry with the airlines starting to jack up prices for the available seats, and they're not many, to get out of Florida. So that's another one of our tasks.
Okay, you have a very busy day and a full plate. Senator, thank you so much for taking time for us to be on News.